Okay, here we go. uh, for starters, the liberal mouthpieces, the mouth breathers on the left are throwing an absolute hissy fit, talking about how, oh, Donald Trump is going to cost us $88 billion annually to deport illegal aliens. Here's the deal, dumbasses. You're only looking at the cost. You're not looking at the savings. For starters, Elon Musk is set to take over the government spending and to clear house. Get rid of a bunch of wasteful spending. I mean, we're talking about spending $160,000 for two people to go to a riverbank and count the number of fish that pass by a specific point. We're talking about them feeding frogs different types of whiskey to see which whiskey makes the frogs horny, and then we're paying them millions for it. This is wasteful spending. This is just disgusting. And as we can see, that's what they spend each year. Just getting rid of half of the wasteful spending that the government puts out. You know, somebody puts in for government grant to measure the dick length of, you know, snails. It's a wasted money. It's wasted. We don't need this. We need funding to go towards, you know, research of medical conditions, you know, trying to figure out how to create, you know, artificial organs that work. Government funding on how to, you know, cure things. That way we have it. And if we cut out half of this, we're talking 123 billion. 123 billion. That's enough for more than 1 million illegal immigrants yearly. That's a savings. So we have a surplus. Now we have a surplus instead of a deficit. Oh, but it's $88 billion. Hospitality and agriculture work reduce U.S. gross domestic product by 1. Yeah. Oh, but if you remove a bunch of illegal immigrants, we're not going to have anybody to build houses or pick our crops. We won't have any hospitality workers. I run several job pages on Facebook. We've got like 8,000 members. We have 2,500 posts daily across all the boards of people looking for work, and they can't find it. The specific building across the way, they hire immigrants that are bussed in daily. They bus them in from Vegas. They do work, and then they go back and they get bussed back. They show up for their shift. They work their shift. They can't speak English. They don't know what they're supposed to do. They have a freaking interpreter that interprets what they need to do. They go do their work. Then they get done with work, and then they get bussed back to their little complex in Vegas. That right there is right around 200 jobs. That's a savings. We got tons of people that need work. We got people, they're seeking work all over the damn country, but they can't find it. They can't find it. And here we are. Oh, but it's going to cost us. People, jobs are going to go away. We won't have this because we need illegal immigrants to do all this job labor because we don't have people to cover those. Yes, we do. We've got people all over. Trump builds facilities for the homeless. The homeless take on the jobs that these people are getting kicked out of because they're illegals and it's against the law for them to be working it. Kick them out. The homeless take over the jobs. The homeless get their jobs back. They get their lives back in order. They get out. They are now homeowners. They're renting apartments. They have job history. They're back on their feet. Boom. Fixed. Cost $88 billion annually. Costs $150 billion every year. Every year. This is the cost of illegal immigration. This is what we're paying to house them, to feed them, to clothe them, to give them A to B. This is what they're costing us. They're not putting money into the accounts. They're not putting anything in. This is a deficit. This is a deficit. This is what they're taking more than what they're putting in. Again, if you look at $88 billion, you've got $247 billion plus $150.7 billion. So what are we looking at? Roughly $400 billion in losses. That's 4 million right there. We can get rid of 4 million people in 1 year if we got rid of, this shit up here. If we lower the amount of illegal immigrants. Right now we're at what? 20. We're estimated 20 million illegal immigrants. In 1 year, if we get rid of 4 million, that's a huge savings. We can cut that down to, say, 110 billion. And then the next year, we're even more down. So 4 years. If done properly, in 4 years, we will have pretty much no illegal immigrants. We will have pretty much no cost here. We'll be saving this. So just picture this. Our deficit is let's see. What is this? U.S. debt clock. Let's see. Let's see what our national debt clock says. National debt, 35 trillion, right? Yeah. U.S. federal spending, federal budget deficit. Yeah. So, looking at the bills here, within 4 years, we'll drop this by a couple trillion because we're not going to be spending all that junk. We're not going to be mass printing crap. Taxes will be fixing shit. It'll be better. We're going to drop this number. We're going to definitely drop this number. Because in 4 years, we can save $1 trillion just in gross spending. We're going to drop this to nothing. Well, practically nothing. I can't say nothing because there's going to be some illegal immigrants here no matter what. But, it happens. Every country has illegal immigrants. We just have the most of any country on the planet because, Democrats are mentally unstable. But we're going to drop this to, say, on a good on a good day, 10 billion a year on a good day. So we're talking, instead of 150.7 billion annually, we're talking, 10 billion, so 40 billion for his entire presidency, roughly, and then whoever gets elected next time, we're going to be doing pretty damn good, if you ask me. I mean, you're whining about this number, but you're supporting this number. You're whining about this number, but you say this number doesn't matter. Look at the losses instead of the gains. Get rid of gross wasteful spending. Boom. We're back in the black here. Get rid of this. We're back in the black. Oh, but $88 billion annually. Okay. You take negatives. Negative times a negative is a positive. We're going positive here. We're in the negative here, but we're gonna, under Trump, we're gonna be going to the positive side. It's completely insane. Look at this. Debt per citizen, debt per taxpayer. This is what the government did. The government did this with gross spending, wasteful spending, and just wasting everything. It's insane. It's insane. So, as I said, you can't just look at the cost of something instead of paying attention to the other side of the thing here, because it's going to cost $88 billion to get rid of 1 million immigrants. Yeah, but currently we're spending $150 billion, and you're just turning a blind eye to it. You've got two sets of numbers, and you're supporting the higher one, and dogging on the lower one. I mean, I don't want you to spend $1,000 on a brand new car when you're already spending $50,000 on a used car. I don't want that. I don't want that. No. Spend the $1,000, save the $20. It's not hard. It's not hard. You got the numbers right here. Got the numbers. That's Newsweek. That's CNN. That's MSN. That's Fact Checker. That's PolitiFact. House Budget Committee. NBC. Statista. Everybody has agreed that this is the number. Everybody has agreed that this is the number. Everybody's whining about this number. It's ridiculous. Oh, but we have to have illegal immigrants because who's going to wash our toilets and manicure our lawns? You will do that. You, the citizens, will do that. That is your job. It's your job to take care of yourself. Stop trying to go, oh, well, I need this and I need that. Kiss my ass. You ruined it. He's trying to fix it. And now you're whining because, but fixing it's going to cost us less than it currently costs us. We want to spend that massive amount. You do, but the majority of the country doesn't. And it's twatsickles like this who are pushing this ignorant side of things, saying, but $88 billion. $88 billion. You want to spend $88 billion a year? Do you want to spend $150 billion a year? She's lying. She is completely leaving out the entire other argument.